Niners great Patrick Willis had a direct response to Bill Belichick's exclusion from the Hall of Fame. Sunnyvale, California. The 49ers legend told the California Post on Monday that he didn't have much to say on that shocking fact that he won't be joining Patrick Willis in the Pro Football Hall of Fame this week. Regarding the voters who rejected Belichick, Willis stated, "They made a decision they made for the reason they did. And that is the reality." The former San Francisco linebacker went on to say that he thinks Belichick is, without a doubt, worthy of receiving the award, but he refrained from speculating as to why the former Patriots coach wasn't included on the initial vote. While attending a Super Bowl week event at Lowe's, Willis remarked, "We all know there's more to it than just him not getting in. As I mentioned earlier, there isn't much else to say about that. That is all." Willis did not make the first ballot for the Hall of Fame despite having an 8-year career with San Francisco that included 5 All-Pro selections and 7 Pro Bowls. In actuality, it took him 9 years in total to receive his bronze bust in 2024. Belichick had seemed to be headed toward avoiding a similar weight, but according to ESPN last week, he somehow failed to receive the necessary 40 out of 50 votes. NFL Honors on Thursday will reveal the whole class of 2026. In the end, Bill Belichick's absence from the first ballot Hall of Fame class says less about his career and more about the nature of the institution judging it. The Pro Football Hall of Fame has always been shaped by human decision-making, and human decision-making is rarely clean, unanimous, or free from context. Greatness alone does not guarantee immediate recognition. Timing, narrative, and perception all play roles, even when the resume appears unquestionable. Patrick Willis understands this reality better than most. His own long wait for induction stripped away any illusion that elite performance automatically leads to swift honors. That lived experience is what gives weight to his calm, almost indifferent response. Willis was not minimizing Belichick's accomplishments. He was acknowledging an uncomfortable truth that many fans do not want to hear. The Hall of Fame process is not designed to be fair in the emotional sense. It is designed to be selective, slow, and resistant to certainty. Belichick's career complicates easy storytelling. His success is monumental, but it is also intertwined with debates that remain unresolved. How much credit belongs to the coach versus the quarterback? How much his rigid leadership style contributed to winning versus alienation? How his post-dynasty years should be interpreted? These questions do not erase championships, but they linger in voting rooms where discussion matters as much as achievement. What this moment ultimately represents is not rejection, but delay, a pause rather than a denial. History suggests that distance brings clarity, and clarity brings consensus. As time moves forward, the arguments will soften, the emotions will fade, and Belichick's full body of work will be viewed with less friction and more perspective. When his name is finally called, the year will matter far less than the legacy that precedes it. The championships will still count. The influence on defensive strategy will still be undeniable. The standard he set for preparation and adaptability will still define an era of football. Patrick Willis's blunt response quietly reframes the story. This is not about outrage or disrespect. It is about patience and perspective. The Hall of Fame does not decide who is great. It records who history eventually agrees upon. And history has already made up its mind about Bill Belichick.